AFTV, Mo, whoa, very scrappy game. Not the most entertaining games in the world, but we got the job done.
First things first, Robbie, Emiliano Sala, just, thoughts go out and, it's a reflection. It's not kind of any condolences, moments of silence. We'll retain hope. So that's the first thing. That's sort of right to start the interview on that note. But onto the result. Phew, we won. That's all that matters.
I mean, listen, I was mad frustrated inside the ground. I was like, what is going on? But then I came out and I started looking at some of the other results around, and I'm like, wow, it looks like it's been one of them kind of nights where, nobody's really performed. It's one of them. You look back at it and say, listen, we just got over the line.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, look, Arsenal were not great today, especially in that first half. We were terrible. It was very, very dull. But then also you've got to say, look at the fans today, look at the turnout. Swarms of empty seats in the stand. We didn't really help our team get up for it.
Very disappointed with the fans tonight.
Yeah, and we really, really didn't help our team get up for it. This is in a season, and not just in a season, but at a stage for Arsenal Football Club where getting Champions League and not getting Champions League is so massive for Emery's reign and for the future of our club in terms of the players that we're going to attract and what trajectory we're going to take over the next few years. And it's a real shame that the fans aren't getting behind the club in these moments and kind of saying, all right, let's push us to get in that fourth spot. And look, finishing fourth, there's no trophy and all that sort of stuff, but the only reason it matters so much is because we're all aware of the financial implications. And on one hand, every single fan wants to slag off the club and complain about the fact that we've got no money to make permanent deals in this January transfer window. And on the other hand, we're not getting behind our team to try and push them into that Champions League spot that will give us an extra 40 million. So I kind of feel like that's very, very disappointing. We've got a role to play as fans. If you don't believe in being the 12th man, give your ticket to someone that does believe in being the 12th man. I wonder how many of these empty season ticket seats today were put up in the ticket exchange. And I've said it many times before, I want the club to start developing a home credit system. Start penalising season ticket holders who do not put their ticket on the ticket exchange. If you do that, let's say 25% of all your season ticket games, then you lose your season ticket for the next season. You don't get the automatic renewal right. Arsenal need to do something to start creating a culture that is more driven towards optimising success, because right now, we've said many times we accept mediocrity, and we do that in all areas of the club, and how we manage our home support is another piece of evidence of that, and I find that very frustrating.
You said about, the crowd's got to play their part. What about the club? Transfer window now, it looks so threadbare at the back there in defence tonight, and we know the reasons why, obviously, with the injuries, but they've got to do something in the transfer market before Thursday, and it's not looking like they are going to get any defenders in.
Yeah, and I find that very frustrating because, look, I don't want to start criticising Denis Suarez even before he's on Arsenal.com, but is he really the sort of player that we need? I find it very difficult to understand why we're getting Denis Suarez in. If we were getting rid of Ozil in this transfer window and freeing up 350 grand a week and then get Suarez in, then fine, it's another player who plays a similar position, middle of the park. Perisic I can completely understand if we go and get him because we're desperate for a winger. I think he would have made a big difference today, but we need centre-backs. Or really, we need one player that can do the centre-back and right-back job. And I'm very, very frustrated that we're not even going after an experienced player out there, not perhaps as experienced as Lichtsteiner, because you know what that level of experience comes with. It comes a bit of
Would you have Cahill in?
No, I wouldn't. I personally wouldn't take Cahill, because you've got to ask yourself this. We're competing against Chelsea for this very lucrative fourth spot. If Chelsea are willing to give us a player when we're competing against them for this fourth spot, you've got to ask yourself why that is. Cahill has not been playing enough football. I think he'll come in very rusty. And Arsenal, we're not a really tightly well-drilled defensive unit where a player that lacks that sharpness and lacks that pace can come in and all of a sudden make the difference. I think Cahill would be good if he was going into a really well-drilled defensive unit, but Arsenal do not give the defence enough protection to let someone like Cahill come in. We need someone with more mobility, more agility, and someone that's got more minutes under their belt this season than Gary Cahill. So absolutely, I don't think we should be going for Gary Cahill. But listen, I'm not a scout. I don't know who's available and who's not and what the movements will be around Europe in the next 48 hours. But there's got to be someone out there that is a better proposition. Didn't Benatia just go to a Qatari club for 10 million quid? I mean, come on. I don't understand that.
He's money.
No, listen,
That's why he's gone. You don't understand. He's gone for the Wonga, mate.
£10 million. I mean, if we ultimately the club have got to sell him first, right? So if we go there with a £12 million bid, surely the club are going to say, all right, well, fine. You know, whoever this Qatari club is, don't care how much you're paying him a week. We're not seeing any of that money. We're seeing £2 more million from Arsenal. Surely we've got to go and make some clubs make some decisions in terms of, oh, maybe we need to sell him
no
to
money.
Arsenal.
Have you not heard did you not read the memo? Loans only.
But listen, what if we would say, look, 2 million up front, 10 million in the summer? I'd rather get 12 million.
We've got 2 million.
No, we have.
We've got nothing.
The loan fees, even for Suarez, we're going to be paying 2 million up front. You know, so the point is we've got enough to actually go and do something to make a club give us a player that we need. And I find it very disappointing. But the one thing that I have learned about Arsenal over the years, you know, I remember walking downstairs one day, Sol Campbell signed for Arsenal. Another day, Dennis Bergkamp signed for Arsenal. Sometimes you don't know anything about a transfer until you read it on, you know, Arsenal.com. I mean, I remember that with Jose Antonio Reyes, who signed almost to this day many a year ago. So I'm just hoping Arsenal pulls something out the bag because, you know, I've spoken about the importance of Champions League football for us this year and that qualification, which is absolutely a real possibility now because, look, Chelsea, I know they've got Higuain and that will be a big game changer because he's quality, even though he needs to adapt to the league. He will get goals, in my opinion. So Chelsea will be fighting. United have dropped points today, but Chelsea, you know, they're going to have to adapt with that new system and see what happens there. Arsenal have got every chance of getting in the Champions League. So look, I'm not saying let's go all out and hamstring ourselves for summer because obviously that's where we need to go big, but let's get in the reinforcements that we need so we can maximise the chances of getting that Champions League spot.
You forgot one. Right, when you was naming out all of those surprise signings, Kim Kallstrom.
Yeah, look, I just hope we don't go and do something silly like that. But look, you know,
You forgot that one, didn't it?
Yeah, I know. Maybe there's a reason why I forgot it. Thanks for reminding me. But look, fingers crossed. And look, we've got the win today. That's the main thing. United have dropped points. Let's get behind our team. Let's push them to success this season, Europa League and Premier League.
Okay.